Hello, everyone. Welcome to Yoga with Susan. Today, we're going to focus on our neck and shoulders. So to get started, we're going to have a seat down on the mat, or if you prefer standing, that's okay too. And whatever's comfortable for you, you could have your legs out in front, or you could have cross-legged position. Whatever's comfortable, maybe sitting on a pillow or something. We're going to just do a little bit of inhaling and exhaling here. If it's comfortable for you, you can close your eyes. We're going to take a nice long breath in through our nose. Nice long breath out. Thinking about if you have any tension in your shoulders, thinking about releasing that tension as you exhale. Let's do that a few more times. Nice long inhale breath. Exhaling, releasing tension you might be holding. And once more like that. All right, open your eyes if you have them closed. Next, we're going to bring our ear towards our shoulder. We're going to maybe walk our fingers out to the side. And then if you want, you can bring your hand up and around, just placing your hand softly on your head. You're not pushing anything, it's just using whatever gravity brings your hand over. A nice stretch on your neck. Coming back to the middle, let's do the other side. We're going to tip our head to the side, maybe walking your fingers out if you want, and then bringing your hand around, maybe over towards your ear. Nice little stretch here. And coming back to the middle. Let's put our fingertips on our shoulders. We're going to bring our elbows around in a big circle, so we're rotating our shoulders here. And again, if you want to have your legs out straight or switch the crossing of your legs, feel free. We're going to bring our elbows around. See if you can almost get them together. Nice big circles here. Let's have another great big circle. And then we'll go the other way. I need to rest my legs. All right, going the other way around. All right, very good. And then we'll bring our shoulders up and drop our shoulders down so they're going down our back. All right, very good. Let's make some little circles now with our head. Just imagine that you have a little circle in front of your nose that you're tracing with your nose. So it's not a huge circle, a nice little circle with our head, going around a few times. And then we'll go around the other way a couple times. All right, very good. Let's have our hands at our heart. We're going to push our hands one way, turn our head the opposite way. We'll come back to the middle. Let's go the other side, pushing our hands, turning our head back to the middle each way again. Pushing our hands, turning our head back to the middle. And then the other side. All right, very good. We're going to come into our tabletop position here. Coming onto our hands and knees with our hands under our shoulders, knees are under our hips. We'll just do a couple of cat-cow. So we're arching our back up for the cat. We're lowering our tummy down, coming through our arms for the cow. Let's do that again. We'll have our cat and our cow. Maybe do it along with your breath. Exhaling cat. Inhaling cow. All right, we're going to lift up one arm. Let's see, let's start with our right arm. We're going to lift our right arm up. We're going to thread it underneath our left, threading the needle. Maybe getting the side of your head down on your mat. Maybe bringing your left arm a little bit more in front. And we're going to hold this for a little bit here, this nice little shoulder stretch, threading the needle. All right, very good. If you have your hand in front, you can put it back in front of your face. Bringing your right arm up again and back down to our tabletop. We'll do the other side, lifting up our left arm, threading it under our right. The left side of our head can come down to the mat. You can bring your right arm forward a little bit here, getting a nice little stretch on your shoulder. We'll hold that just a little bit longer. And then you can move your right hand back, lift your left arm back up again, back into our tabletop. We're going to do something today called down puppy. It's like down dog, but not quite the same. We're staying on our knees here, and we're going to walk our hands out in front of us. See if you can walk your hands out quite a ways. Maybe you can even get your forehead to the mat. If you can't, it doesn't matter. You can maybe put it on a block or whatever's comfortable for you. We'll just hold our down puppy here for just a little bit longer. And then we're going to come back to our tabletop. We'll tuck our toes under. We're going to come into downward dog just for a couple of breaths here. In downward dog, maybe bending one knee, straightening the other, alternating, pushing the earth away, and then walking up to your hands, staying in our forward fold. You can have a little bend in your knees here. You can hold on to your elbows, maybe sway side to side. Letting your head hang down or just hang forward. And then we'll slowly rise up to standing. All right, here we are now in Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's just take a couple breaths here. All right, we're going to bring one hand behind our back and we're going to interlace our fingers. So our fingers are interlaced on the side. We're going to do that little head tilting thing again. Tilting your head to the side. And this time we're going to see if we can bring our chin to our opposite shoulder. Getting a little stretch here. Diagonal stretch coming back through the middle. And then we'll bring our arms over to the other side, tipping our head towards our shoulder, bringing our chin towards the opposite shoulder. All right, very good. Coming back to the middle. Let's rotate our shoulders around a couple of times and back the other way. All right, let's interlace our thumbs together today. We'll bring our hands up above our head. We're going to have a nice little stretch over to the side, back to the middle, and stretch over to the other side. And back to the middle. We'll bring our arms down. Let's interlace our hands in front of us. Turn our fingers inside out. Have a nice stretch up. And we're going to stretch over to the side again. See if you can keep your hands together. Stretching to the side and then the other side. We'll bring our arms back down, coming back to our mountain pose. All right, now this next one, if you can do a reverse prayer behind your back, feel free. I personally cannot do that, so I'll just turn around and show you. I have my knuckles together behind my back. If you're able to do reverse prayer, you can do it that way too. We're just going to hold this just for a little bit, feeling a nice stretch here. See if you can kind of get your shoulder blades together as you're holding either your knuckles behind your back or reverse prayer. All right, very good. Let's come into a wide-legged position here. We'll have our toes pointed out a little bit. We're going to come into a forward fold again, a wide-legged forward fold this time. So we're going to fold forward and see if you can get your hands down to the ground here in this wide-legged forward fold. Letting your head hang again, you're just hanging down. And then we're going to do a little twist. We're going to let's put our left hand in front of our face. We'll swoop our right arm up to the sky for a little twisted forward fold. All right, very nice. Let's bring our right hand in front of our face, swooping our left arm up, swooping to the side, a little twist here. And coming back to the middle. We'll bend our knees as we rise back up to standing. Let's make a star. All right, very good. And we'll come back to our mountain. All right, we're going to do the eagle today, eagle pose. So for eagle, we're going to start with our arms like a cactus. We'll bring half of the cactus in front, wrap the other one around. Now on this one, if you can't get your arms together, that's fine. Maybe you can get the backs of your hands together, or maybe you can do the full eagle wrap with your palms together. It doesn't matter if you could have it like this, or like this. And then let's see if we can add on the legs today. So we're going to bend our knees. We're going to cross one leg over the other. Now, if you want, you can have your toe down here as you have your legs crossed. If you're able to do the double wrap without tweaking anything, without tweaking your knees or your hips or anything, feel free to wrap your foot around your calf. But if you feel anything going out of alignment, then don't do it. All right, let's hold it just a little bit more. And then we're gonna make our star again. Come back to our mountain. Let's do the other side. All right. Oh, whichever one you had in front before, put the other one in front, wrapping around. We've got our eagle arms here. Oh, a nice little shoulder stretch. We're going to bend our knees. Whichever one you crossed over before, cross the other one over. Or you don't have to cross over if you don't want to. And if you can do the double wrap without tweaking anything, go ahead. But if it tweaks anything, then just keep your foot down. Or if you start to feel like you're falling over, keep your foot down. All right, let's make our star one more time. Coming back to our mountain. All right, very good. Let's do warrior two today. So we're going to start with our wide-legged position again. This time we're going to line up one foot with the edge of our mat. We're going to turn the other foot out to the side. We have a big space between our legs. And then we're going to bend the knee on the leg with the turned out foot. And the alignment can be the heel of that front foot makes an imaginary line through the arch of your back foot. Feeling all parts of both feet connected into the earth. So you're right in the middle. You're not over to one side, the other side, bending or nothing. You're right in the middle with your arms out like a T. And then keeping with weight in both feet, turn your head, look out over your arm here, or warrior two. And I see people do this with their palms up. If you'd rather have your palms up, you could do it that way. Or your palms down. And then we'll come back to making our star. And we'll do the other side. So now this foot is parallel to the edge of your mat. The other foot turns out. We're going to bend that knee. We're going to be right in the middle of our two legs with weight on both feet. And then we have our arms out like a T. We'll turn our head. All right, warrior two. Let's hold this just a little bit longer. here in warrior two. Let's see, flip our palms up, flip our palms down, coming back to the middle, making our star. Let's see if we can interlace our hands behind our back. We're gonna do a forward fold again, wide-legged forward fold with our hands interlaced behind our back. So we can come forward, folding forward, however far works for you, and then see if you can lift your arms up off of your back. However far works for you. We're gonna fold forward here. And then rise back up to standing. Let's make our star again. And then we'll step back together. All right, very good. We're gonna have a seat down on the mat. So let's see, how should we get there today? Let's do a forward fold to get there. We're going to fold forward, and this time we'll just put our hands down on the ground and come to a seated position. All right, very good. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to bend one knee. And now on this one, you have some options. You can either have your foot alongside your leg, or you can cross it over. Those of you who want, you can bend your knee, bringing your heel back towards your seat. But only do that if that doesn't make you feel out of balance or tweaking anything. Otherwise, you have your leg like this, you can have your leg like this. We're gonna sit up nice and tall, and we're going to twist towards our bent knee. So twisting to the side of the knee that's bent, you can bring your hand back behind you. You can wrap this other one around your knee if you want. You can look to the side, or you can look back behind you if that doesn't make your neck feel weird. But if it does, then don't look back behind you, just look to the side. And we're going to hold that just a little bit here. Half Lord of the Fishes, this is called. Half Lord of the Fishes. All right, coming back to the middle. Let's do it on the other side. We'll bend the other knee, and again, crossing it over if you want. And bringing. Now on this side, sometimes you can do something on one side and not on the other. So on this side, I don't feel off kilter like I do on the other one. So I'll try it today with my heel by my hip, I guess. Sitting up nice and tall, twisting towards the bent knee, bringing this other hand back behind you. And however far you twist is fine. Maybe looking back behind you here on this pose. We'll hold this just a little bit. Ardha Matsyendrasana, if you want to say it in Sanskrit. All right, coming back to the middle. Let's shake our legs out. All right, let's bring our arms up on the inhale. We'll bring our hands down on the exhale. We're going to do a few arm stretches now. Let's bring one arm across. We'll hold this other one up. We do this a lot of times in various exercise classes, holding your arm across your body, getting a shoulder stretch. And then we'll bring our arm up into the air, bending our elbow, hand is on our back. We'll reach across for the opposite elbow, and we have a stretch on our tricep muscle here. We'll hold this a little bit longer. All right, very nice. And then let's see if we can bring this other arm back behind us and interlace our fingers together. Now, I'm just going to turn around so you can see it, but so you could interlace your fingers together. But if they don't reach, you can use like a strap or something as a connector, or maybe a little towel, or just imagine that your fingers are going together. And if you are doing it, try to be up straight. Don't be like bending over. You know what I mean? Like say, oh, I can do it if I bend over. Well, then don't do it that way. You have to be up straight. All right, let's shake our arms out. We'll do the other one, bringing our arm across, holding our arm across our body. All right, very nice. And then up in the air, bending our elbow, hand is on our back, reach across for the opposite elbow, getting a nice stretch here on our tricep. All right. And then if you want to try bringing this other arm around, maybe your fingers touch or maybe they don't. It doesn't matter if they do or not. All right, and then we're going to shake our arms out. Okay, let's just rotate our shoulders around one more time each way. We're going to come into child's pose. All right, so for child's pose, let's bring our knees apart here a little bit. Our big toes are overlapped. We're going to kind of sit back and then just bring our torso forward. We can have our arms outstretched today in child's pose. Maybe your forehead meets your mat, or maybe it doesn't. We're going to hold this for a little bit today, a nice extended child's pose. Taking some nice long inhale and exhale breaths here. From child's pose, we're going to come into a Sphinx pose just by coming onto our stomach. And we're just resting on our forearms here with our toes pointed back in our Sphinx pose. And let's just hold this just a little bit here today. Thinking about pointing your toes back. Maybe pointing your toes back so much that you start to feel your knees come up off of the mat a little bit. You're really pointing your toes. All right. And now we're just going to bring our head down, bring our body down, bring our arms alongside, and we're going to turn our head to one side. So we're laying on our stomach with our arms alongside our body and our head turned to one side. And then let's switch which side our head is turned, bringing our head to the other side. And then we'll come back to the center. Let's flip over. We're coming onto our back here for our resting pose, Shavasana. So we're just coming onto our back, getting nice and comfortable. We're going to stay here just for a little bit. Let's imagine that we have a circle on the ceiling, and we're going to trace that circle with our nose. So we're bringing our head around. We're not lifting our head up off the mat. Keeping your head on the mat, going around in a circle, tracing our imaginary circle here. And then let's trace our imaginary circle the other way. Keeping your head on. Go around a little more time. Let's tighten all of our muscles with the inhale. And then relax all of our muscles with the exhale. One more time. Inhaling through our nose, tightening everything. Exhaling through our mouth, letting everything release. Feel free to stay here in Shavasana as long as you want. And for those of us who are done, we'll roll to one side and come up to seated. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope to see you again. If you like the class, please give it a thumbs up or maybe subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost anything to hit the subscribe button to my channel. All right, thank you so much, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.